Hey guys, no, this is quite unannounced. However, I had to go back home because my girlfriend cut her finger a little bit, so I had to take her to emergency room, and she got glued, so everything's fine. And since I'm already home and my baby's asleep, I can do the stream today, and that way we can get ahead and test all the weapons available sooner. So today I'm gonna test Lich Weapon. I'm just getting ready for it in the game. I got all the materials. Just gonna set up um, just set up the team quickly so it goes quick, so we won't be wasting any time. Hi guys, nice to see you. Okay guys, let's get ready. Everything should be looking okay. I hope you can hear me. And can you guys tell me if there's any noise in the background? Because when I've been checking the audio, I heard like a noise in the background. Is it gone when I'm speaking? Okay, if it's all good, that's good. We can get ahead and start testing. So first things first, I'm gonna max out weapon by levels because this is what gives the most power to units. Hi guys. Okay. Yes, it is. So there's a noise in the background, or is it all good? Let me just open a spreadsheet quickly. Okay, all good. So this is the setup I came up with. Gonna use that against these two. Let's see the damage of you hear a noise. Okay, I'll need to work on the settings because I never had it before. It just happened now. Maybe if I okay, I hope there will be no more noise. Oh, I need to turn off artifacts because it's going to be too hard. Okay, so no artifacts. No artifacts and no domains. Oh, is it better now? Good. Okay, that's fine. So let's begin the test. It's level 0, not awaken weapon. Let's see the damage. The leech. Okay, I need to change that a little bit. I want leech to survive the whole battle. So let's go to free practice. Actually, I'll put la, 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 la. Black Dragon. Okay, Black Dragon is here. So I'm really curious about that weapon because it changes the leech. Okay, something skill in leech. Okay, I know what skill in leech. Okay, so it's not set up properly. As I said, I forgot to take that off as well. Not using anything here. Okay. So yeah, these machines, they are maxed out. That's why they causing so much damage. Okay, it should be okay now. So an awaken weapon. Okay, he still dies. He needs to be alive for the sake of the test. So I'm just gonna put gem on. Okay, that sorts it. Good. So 0 0 and it does 19 million, no, 191 million, 191 million damage. What was it? Kilgore spells. Yeah, it must be Kilgore spells because I leveled up Kilgore, so he's doing a little bit of damage now. Fire arrow, yeah. Okay, and his true damage was at, it's 9 million. Okay, it's 9 million. Poisonous clouds. Okay, that's fine. This is going to be a quick test, guys. I'm trying to put more of this test, and obviously I'm gonna do a main event during the weekend. So I'll be testing 2 weapons on the weekend, maybe even one adjutant and then the weapon. Okay, so let's go. Let's level it up to level 20. Okay, so I'm seeing them. 30 seconds. Let's see if I can change any settings. Basically, I didn't change anything since the last stream. Okay, on YouTube it's all good. Let's try Twitch. Okay, there's nothing I can change at the moment. Let's go to creator dashboard. Okay, so this is basically where I can change stuff. Stream manager. Okay, I have no delays anywhere, so it should be all good. Maybe just small delay. Let's see. Let's try again. Okay, so let's get that weapon to level 20. Sorry, level 40, because level 40 is quite easy to do. And basically I like these thresholds at level 40 to make a time check. Tell us to write something and see how much time later we answer. Okay guys, so this is a good thing, good idea. I'm gonna ask you guys to write something in the chat, and please write it. Okay, so I'll be able to see it as well. So what I want you to write is write a lich. Okay, so it's like 10 seconds. Okay, but it's very similar to YouTube, so between both of them there's no, or maybe even a little bit of a delay between both of them. Okay, let's move on. So we got that Lich Weapon to level 40. Let's see how it performs. I'm really excited about what it changes when you awaken the weapon. Because summoning a black dragon, summoning a bone dragon, that sounds crazy. Okay, so that's level 40, 0 weapon. Let's see the damage. 223 million, and let's say 11 million through power. Okay, so the increase of 32 million just from the levels. Okay, let's move on. If I had more time, I would be streaming more Evanescence, but I don't. Sadly, I don't have that much time. But I want to go through all these weapons so we are on point with basically what's happening in the game. Like I'll be testing the Walking Dead weapon and stuff. Okay, let's go with 60. So it's small increase. It's only 6 million. And 11 million through that. Okay, so that's good. The reason I'm doing this threshold is to show you guys where you should stop investing. So basically, the difference between level 80 and 100 is like 5 million damage, and it costs you like hundreds of these stones. It might not be worth doing that. It might be worth upgrading another unit to level 40, for example, because this game is all about resource management, and this is why I'm doing this test. I'm doing them for my own sake, because I keep this data, I keep it in my tabs. Okay, so level 80 weapon and 0 stars. So that's 233. So that's another 4 million increase and 14 million. Okay, so basically from level 40 to 60 you increase the damage by 6 million, then from 60 to 80 by 4 million, and it costs quite a lot. Okay, and so far the first 40 levels are the ones that matter the most. So getting it, and it happened with every unit, basically getting it to level 40 provides the biggest boost to the unit. Okay, Lich. And let's get that weapon to level 100. By the way, guys, tomorrow I'll do another stream. I'll try to stream every day this week. Just do a quick one weapon test. Yeah, and then on Saturday or Sunday I'll do a longer stream where I'll test something else as well. So at level 100 and 0, the damage went up from 233 200 to 255, so that's 22 million power increase. So that's bigger, okay? These last 20 levels really increase the damage, basically same as level 0 to 40. And his true damage went up to 14 million. Okay, so now something real that I really wanted to test, that will be how the weapon changes. Okay, so at awaken, Dragon Soul sacrifice. When the battle has been ongoing for 5 seconds and 45 seconds, a Bone Dragon is summoned both times that exists for 20 seconds. The Bone Dragon attack and HP depend on the unit level. The Bone Dragon has Fear and Penetration. When it is on the battlefield, it increases all friendly Necropolis units, unit damage and unit damage reduction by 20%. Okay, so this not only summons a unit, it also boosts all Necropolis units damage, so it's really good. So let's see how much damage increase that is going to provide. The only sad thing is Necropolis is out of meta because Sandro as a hero is not really good. So 5 seconds into the fight and I already missed that dragon. Okay, but it's spawned here. It's here, guys. 45 seconds into fight, so 2:15 that should spawn another Drake. So on top of all that Lich damage that he's doing, I'll need to add the damage of each Drake as well, because this is Lich damage basically. So let's speed it up. Okay, another one, and I believe that's it. He's only going to spawn these two according to the description of the skill. But let's go through. Maybe another one will spawn. Stacks on top of what? Oh, you mean for every bone dragon that gets summoned? But I don't think they last that long to get accumulated. By the way, I think this is like one of the more interesting weapons available. Yeah, but the first one, or real bone dragon. Okay, so just from that, the damage of the Lich increased by only 8 million, which is not that much, okay? But we also got a 4 million damage on the first Drake, and then another 3.5 million from the second Drake. So basically he's doing 270 million damage. Heidegger. Okay, so that's 270 million damage. And 17 million. By the way, on what day you gonna check Demons and Cav's weapon? So basically, I think during these Monday to Friday streams that I'm gonna do this week, I'll do the paid weapons. And during the weekend, where there's more viewers, I'll do the free-to-play weapons. Uh, the Black Dragon shouldn't go up because it only boosts Necropolis units. Am I right though? Let's see, I might be wrong. It increases all friendly Necropolis units damage, okay? So this is why the Drake damage didn't go up. However, it should go up because the dragon that gets summoned, yeah, but the dragon that gets summoned does the penetration, which is reduces the. So let's see, dragon has fear and penetration, and if we go to Necropolis, Bone Dragon skills, okay, so he's got fear, low morale, okay, and decreases unit damage reduction by 20%, and penetration. The Bone Dragon defense penetration increases by when attacking hostile units, the bonus doubles. Yeah, only has penetration, so it doesn't have aging in our aura. Okay, let's get it to first star. So first star, each damage reduction is increased by 20%, so that shouldn't boost damage. However, as we know from the test, it always changes something. So let's try it. See what's different. So let's speed it up. Nothing changed, basically damage reduction went up. But as you can see, his damage went up by 10 million. The basic damage just from that went up by 10 million. Well, 11 million. The Drake's damage is the same. Okay, so let's take a note of Bone Dragon's of Black Dragon damage. And if you guys can you rewind? Can you scroll back to the previous fight when I had a weapon at level 100? Because you guys can do it during the stream. I believe you can just rewind a couple minutes and see the damage. So whenever I had a weapon at level 100 and not awaken, can you tell me Black Dragon's damage? And we're gonna compare it with what's happening now, because at the moment Black Dragon did 138 million. Just gonna write it down. But I'm already too far ahead. We need to have his damage done before I awaken the weapon. If I take screenshot now, it's not gonna tell me what the damage was before we awaken the weapon. So if someone can just rewind the stream a little bit, and I'll continue with the tests. So at 2-star, whenever Lich offers up a sacrifice, including a Dragon Soul sacrifice, magic resistance is increased by 20% for all hostile. Magic resistance is decreased by 20% for all hostile units for 10 seconds up to 3 stacks. Okay, so what do you mean just put Black Dragon? Okay, let's do that with 2-star. So whenever he does sacrifice is his ultimate. Okay, if the target is down, which has a chance. Okay, this one is going from doing down. Okay. So I don't think I'll be able to test it because Lich is not killing anything. But it only reduces enemies' magic resistance, which is really crappy stat at the moment. The current game, this resistance is almost none. Well, let's see, does it provide any animation? If he does that sacrifice, let's slow down because the sacrifice is gonna happen at 2:15. Okay, so Dragon's Soul sacrifice, however, it doesn't bring any new animation or a debuff. You can see that debuff on these units. So sad. I always like to look if there's animation of these unit changes or something like that. So his damage went down quite significantly. It went down by 20 million, 21 million. Black Dragon damage stays the same. The Bone Dragon damage stays the same. So by awakening that weapon to 2-star, we are losing 25 million damage. Hi Seer53, nice to have you here with us today and thank you for following my channel. Okay, so 20 million down by just that 2-star. So as you can see, whenever we add a star, something happens with these units, even if it doesn't say that they boost their damage. Some stats change and somehow we lost damage on that. And this is why I look for a different animation, because whenever a unit is doing something like Medusa, she is dispelling herself, that requires an animation. Okay, so thanks to Renavas, we are seeing that the Black Dragon damage didn't go up, because Black Dragon is still doing 138 million when the weapon was awakened. So basically, these Bone Dragons that spawn, they don't reduce enemies damage reduction, or maybe Black Dragon is doing the same damage all the time. It's weird because it says here that okay, so no, it only increases friendly Necropolis units. However, Dragon's Fear, if we go to Black Dragon once again, so skill Fear decreases their unit damage reduction by 20%. Okay, so basically this is what he should be doing. This is the Fear skill. But it's not, so it's weird. It should. I'm curious about something. What do you think of the hero Peter Lee? Hero Peter Lee, I believe he is not bad. However, Kof faction at the moment without any awakenings is not as strong. If you have access to paid heroes, obviously there are better choices than Peter Lee, but Peter Lee alone is quite fun champion. Yeah, see, most of these things seem buggy, but there's a reason behind them, and this is why we are testing that, because whenever we test something and we find a major bug, it goes straight to developers, guys. I always make sure they know about any major bugs, and something like that requires a lot of testing on not only on my part, but it requires a testing like in a full formation, so people who have this weapon, they have better chance to test it than me. I am VIP 6 and don't plan to pay more. So as a VIP 6, you don't have any paid champions, and I would suggest you, if you want to play a free-to-play player, free-to-play hero, and you want to be competitive, I would suggest you to play Draken. Currently, Draken with his clone on any kind of commander unit is just is just very strong. Okay, guys, I can win using Draken and using my tower and my castle faction. I can beat almost everyone. The same way I can beat them with my Astral. So this is why it's worth investing. But let's not get sidetracked, guys. I'm doing the test on that, so let's finish this guy here, and you can find. Oh no, it's good. Ask the questions. I'm here to answer. Okay, I don't mind answering the questions, but I also want to have that done. And I was already sidetracking and explaining Dragon, which you can find in my channel on YouTube. You can find a video about him. I'm showing you how he does with my units. My units are quite strong, so you need to take that in consideration as well. So let's get it to 3-star now. Soul Snatch. Okay, Soul Snatch. Lich summons a Soul of Bone Dragon every 15 seconds, causing damage equal to 20% of max HP to a random back row unit while giving it deterrence and low morale. Okay, so this is interesting. We got Genie in the back, and we'll be summoning more of these dragons, so that should really increase the damage output of Lich. So I'm expecting a much higher increase than just 25 million. So let's see, 203. So 5 seconds into the fight. First Drake spawns. Soul Snatch. Okay, so we saw this animation here. It was dealing damage to that unit. So next one should spawn at 215. No. Okay, so that second Drake is gonna spawn more Drakes, just 2 again. Okay, so Soul Snatch. Okay, so still only 2 Drakes, so I misread it. I'll need to see it again. Let's speed it up. Okay, so at 1 star we were doing 274 million. At 2 stars we went down to 253 millions, and now we're back in at 287 million. So between 1 and 3 stars we increased the damage by 13 million. However, due to decreasing damage on 2 star to 253 million and increasing in 3 star, we went up by 34 million in total. Black Dragon damage stays the same. Okay, and that went up by 10 million. So 10 million true damage. That's what changed. Drakes, there's only 2 Drakes summon, and I want to see if I read that correctly, because I thought it's gonna summon more Drakes. So if I read it correctly, so Soul Snatch, Lich summon a Soul of Bone Dragon every 15 seconds. Okay, so this summons a Bone Dragon, and this summons a Soul of Bone Dragon, which is the Soul Snatch. Okay, so this is the spell. So it doesn't summon any more Drakes, it just summons a Soul of a Bone Dragon, which deals 20% damage to maximum. Okay. Yeah, it's a spell, exactly. Yes, good. So now increases Lich attack speed by 20% and attack by 20% and attack speed by 10%. His attack speed currently is at 0.63. So let's see how much of an increase that is gonna give. 0.68, so it's not much, okay? However, for a caster unit, it might not be a big damage increase. However, we also increase 20% attack. So I'm expecting like a 5 million, maybe up to 10 million damage increase. Wow. Okay, guys, I didn't expect that. That is just crazy. That's 79 million damage increase. So I believe this is the biggest jump yet. Okay, so if you are going for Lich, you want his weapon at least at 4 star. So I really need to save all these spreadsheets because it's a lot of good information here. Sadly, I overwritten some of them, but this could really help community as a whole. Because now we know getting Lich to 1, 2, 3 star weapon is not as good as getting to 4 star weapon. So 4 star is your threshold. 5 million true power increase. Okay. Let's see what else we're gonna do with Lich Weapon. So I believe at this point, Lich deals more damage than Medusa. Yes, basically that. Okay, let's rank up it again. So 5 star, Lich unit's damage increases by 15%. Summons a skeleton unit that exists for 15 seconds every 10 seconds. The skeleton attack and HP depends on the unit's level. Its normal attack has a 10% chance of making the target bleeding and causing damage equal to 0% of max HP per second. Its effect lasts 3 seconds. Okay, so on top of that damage, I'll need to add the damage of skeletons. Okay, let's go. So let's see, we should have bone dragons and we should have skeletons. Okay, so these are the skeletons and they do percentage damage. We spawn them again and again every 15 seconds, right? Oh, and remember guys, these skeletons spawn on top of the skeletons that spawn when you kill something. One thing to try is if zombies overall works. Okay, so at 6 star, when I get that weapon maxed out, please remind me about that. Every 10 seconds. Okay, so that's crazy. Okay, so because he's summoning, that means he's casting something. He's doing an animation and he's losing time doing auto attacks. So that's why his damage went down by 30 million. So let's see how much damage that do all these skeletons add up to. Oh my god, look at that. Jesus. So they do 2 million damage each, and we got one, well, two and a half. Okay, so we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So plus 40 million damage in skeletons. So that yields 373 million, which is only a 6 million increase. So it's not that big of a damage increase. So you can consider going for 5-star now, okay? Maybe 4-star is where you should stop, because obviously this is a paid weapon. So it's gonna cost a lot of money. So let's see maxed out Lich. Right, so we're getting that weapon at 6-star and 6-star. When Soul Snatch is cast every 15 seconds, it causes damage equal to 5% of max HP to hostile units in low morale on the battlefield and restores 20% of the caster's max HP. Okay, caster, so obviously Lich is the caster. So it should say Lich to make it not confusing. It should be of the Lich's max, okay? Because it's only Lich casts Soul Snatch unless Bomb Drake has it as well. No, it doesn't, so it only works on the Lich. So let's get that weapon. Let's see how much damage it increases or changes anything. It should. Okay, so 100, 6. Okay, so when he casts Soul Snatch, he should be healing himself, and we can see that's happening. His HP is going up. Yeah, so his healing should go up quite significantly as well. But I didn't track his healing before. Okay, so his basic damage went up to 361 million, which is still lower than the 4-star one. However, now when we add all these guys again, it's gonna be the same number obviously, so it's going to be plus 40 million. That equals to 401 million damage in total at 6-star, plus all that crazy healing. Yep. So he's done 61 million healing against 170 million of Genie. That's an ogre with maxed out weapon. That's why he manages to tank that. Okay, and this is why I used ogre, because that way this fight's gonna last 180. And I've done, if you want, you can check the stream when I've done. Did they? Yeah, they've done a little bit less damage than before. However, I rounded them as 2.5 million, and it's all above 2.6 million. So it still adds 40 something, okay, but I rounded it up to 40 million. But his killing went up quite a lot. Okay, and so that's it. And someone wanted me to try what's his name? That guy. What aura were you saying about cast the Big Mac? Oh, you mean his poison gas? Oh no, hold on, that was different. Infectious. You mean that poison gas aura, the awakening effect? It says at the beginning of the battle. So let's see. The way we can test that is I need to take off that awakening. So that will be defensive. Walking Dead. Okay, so which one was it? That one. Okay, so first I need to use it that way, because it says at the beginning of the battle. Okay, so it might only affect the units that are already in the battle, because if not, then obviously with that amount of skeletons that he's summoning, it might be crazy. Okay, so they've done 2.8 million. I'm looking at that. Okay. No, it doesn't work. Okay, guys, this is it for today's test. Make sure you join me during the weekend. During the weekends, I'll be doing all these raffles. Um, yeah, this is it for today's stream. And tomorrow I'll test. Yeah, it will have been really OP. I believe that as well. Yeah, it will just so many skeletons doing all that aura. Okay, so tomorrow I'll do another paid weapon. I'm not sure which one yet. During this week, I'm just gonna do these streams very quickly, and then I'll be back to my normal schedule. So that way we can get through all these weapons and just test the stuff that is getting released as it is in the game. Okay, guys, enjoy your night, and I'll see you tomorrow around the same time. Bye.